Good morning and welcome to week 7 of the 12 weeks of Christmas. Today we're going to do a card that I actually did for a stamp camp last weekend with using the pansy dies, and I called it Christmas Bells. And what I did was I was trying to use the pansy dies for lots of different things, and this is one of them that I used. So I used this one and I used this one. And I just cut out some white cardstock with that. So this is the finished card. I'm going to show you how to put it together today. It's really fairly simple. So I cut out 3 of those and 3 of those, because as you can see, and this one I've got 4 and 2, but I ended up cutting out 3 and 3 for this. I also used a beautiful embossing folder called Greenery. There are 2 in this, they're mini folders. This one has gum leaves on it, which is really lovely. And this one just has greenery on it, so you can see the leaves. So I used this one, and I will tell you how I did this. So I got a piece of basic white and I ran it through the embossing folder like that, okay? And embossed it. And then I added on the back here, I put a couple of strips of Stampin' Seal down both sides of the emboss. And I have some gold strips that I used. And I will put all the instructions up on my blog for this one. So I just added a gold strip on one side. And the one thing I forgot to bring in was some scissors. I do have some sitting over on the table that I can grab. So I just put that like that. And I'm going to grab my scissors. Pardon me for 1 second. I've got large ones here. Now, I'm just going to trim the extra little bit of gold off the bottom. So that I've got these 2 beautiful gold strips. Now that is going to be placed on a Poppy Parade card base, and this will be the insert as well, so that will go on the inside. You can decorate the inside if you wish. I'm going to stick this on the front. Right in the center of the front of the card. Make sure I've got it straight. There we go. Happy with that. And I'll move my dies out of the way. And now, let's put this one on the inside while we're doing some gluing. Pop it on here. Wonderful. Okay, now time to decorate our cards. So I have some that I've pre-prepared. Some leaves and some pansies. And what I've done with these is actually, with the garden green, I've used got a couple of stems in there, but I used garden green and I put some double-sided adhesive on the back of it. And in the dies, right here, there is this one. And this is the one I used for the stem of the flowers. Let's pop that out of the way. So, first thing I did was decorate my flowers. So to use the wrong side of this here, just because I want to try and keep this clean. So I've got my Poppy Parade blends, and I'm just going to colour the top of Christmas bell, just like that. Like that. When I first came to Australia back in 1980, and then we moved to America and came back here again about 85, 86. The first Christmas I was back here, and we were in this home that we're in now, I was given the most beautiful bouquet of Christmas flowers at Christmas time, and I hadn't seen Christmas bells until then, and I thought they were the most beautiful flower and so Christmassy, because having come from the Northern Hemisphere where it's cold and you don't have lots of flowers in winter time, to just actually be able to have these lovely flowers in my home was wonderful. And then I'm just doing the bottom of the Christmas bell like that, so that it's just colouring it in. And my last one, now I think I want to make this just a teeny little bit darker up here. So I'm just going to brush it a little bit. And I'm going to use my lighter one again, just to blend that in. A little bit more. And we'll use this one. There we go. Now, that is my 6 Christmas bells. Now, one of the things that I like to do with them is to add a little bit of Wing of Stella to them, so that they actually become quite sparkly when you put them on the card. Wing of Stella is a wonderful invention, and it just adds some beauty to the 6 flowers. Okay, that is done. Here's my 6 flowers. Here's my card. The first thing I'm going to do is grab the center stem, and as you can see, I've put double-sided tape on the back so before I cut it out, so I can stick that one down like that, and then I'm going to do the side ones next. Again, peel off the back. And when you cut these out, it's important to remember that if you want them to be facing in different directions, you cut one out with the green side up and the other one with the paper side up, so that you can get them going like that. Okay, sticking to my finger. So I'm just going to put it like that. Actually, what I really want to do is to make them cross over each other a little bit like that. Now, time to do our Christmas bells. So I'm going to turn them all over. go. And I'm going to get a dimensional. And I'm going to put one on the back of each flower petal or flower head. And one more. Okay, peel it off. And pop it on my flower like that. Might pop that one like that. On this side, I think I want to put that one up there. And the other one like so, and up the top I will put that one like that, and this one looking up into the sun. So that's the main base of my card. Now I've got a little gold bow, this beautiful ribbon that I've tied, and I'm going to put a gold glue dot on the back of it, and place this, just get that down, like it was tying these flowers together. There we go. Wonderful. Might want to put it down a tiny little bit more. Okay, so that's the first part. So I'm going to now do the sentiment on the card, and I'm using for this one the stamp set Happy Holidays, and I'm using Christmas blessings to you and yours, and I'm going to use gold for this one. So what I've done is I have got my piece of white card. I'm just going to move this card up there and move that one over there. Got my white card here. I've just got my embossing buddy, because that takes any oil off it before I stamp on it. It's like a chalk, I guess. Get my Versamark, pop it on the center, move that out of the way, get my gold. I keep my gold embossing powder in these containers. I just find that it's easy way that you don't spill it, and when it gets low you can. Okay, that looks pretty good. Tap off the excess, put my lid on so that that doesn't go flying everywhere. Get my heat gun and change the color of this. There'll be a little bit of noise for a second. As it changes to beautiful gold. Here we go. Wonderful. And you can see that it's just absolutely beautiful. Now I'm not going to destroy it, but I'm going to cut around it like this. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of it. And I'm going to place it on a piece of garden green like this. Now I'm not finished yet, so I'm going to get my scissors again, and I'm going to just cut it, leaving a little green border right around the sentiment. Normally I have my other scissors, but since my trusty helper wasn't here, I will use these ones today. There we go. So it will stand out in the card, and it's just going to go on the bottom of the card. So I am going to get some more dimensionals. Put one there, one there, and one there. And this is a beautiful card for even to send to someone overseas from Australia, or just even to a friend here in Australia. Got the inspiration for this one morning as I was lying in bed and thought, haha, I think I can do something different with the pansy dies. So just move it over just a teeny bit. So I'm happy with its placement. And that's my card. And this little bow seems to want to turn the wrong way today, but generally those are my cards. So you can see that they make just a beautiful card. I hope you've enjoyed week 7 of the 12 weeks of Christmas, and that you can join me next time for the next week, which is week 8. Gosh, Christmas is coming quickly. This is Elizabeth signing off for today, and happy shopping for Christmas. Thank you.